We are at mile 1578. It's Tuesday the 7th of September. Gorgeous happy birthday for yesterday. Sorry I couldn't get to a phone. What have I got to tell you? Not an awful lot really. Nights are getting a bit colder. We had, I don't know what temperature it was a couple of nights ago, but it was probably about 4 or 5 degrees centigrade, something like that. It was a bit chilly. But we seem to get a cold night, then a warm night, but I think that depends on what altitude we're at. We're about 7,000 at the moment, something like that. We're about 7,100 feet. It's been getting a lot greener. Last 2 or 3 days we've been getting some grass coming up, as you can see. It's kind of a bit like Switzerland. And we've just stopped for a bit of lunch. We're about halfway between the town of Shasta and the town of Etna. In fact, we've got about 31 miles to Etna, where we're going to stop for a day. Got to do a full resupply. I'm a bit low on food is a bit of an understatement. This is what I've got. I have got about 6 boiled sweets, a chicken ramen with some parmesan, 2 munchie bars, and some cornflakes with bits and pieces in them, which isn't really enough for a day, let alone a day and a half. We should get into Shasta tomorrow lunchtime, which is about the 8th, Etna, sorry, which is about the 8th of September, or it is the 8th of September rather, which is the day before my birthday, so I don't know if we'll be there on my birthday, but I'm sure we'll have some beers either tomorrow or on the 9th if we're still there. 36, blimey, getting old. What else? Anything else happened? Bears. We saw a couple of bears, or rather Pockets saw a bear. He was just walking along the trail and it come charging up out of the bushes at him, and did he get up on its back legs? Well, he was stomping about around 10-15 feet in front of him, and Pockets just did his bear impression, which seemed to do the trick, and it promptly ran off. I think I passed the same spot about, I think a couple of hours after him actually. I was behind him on that day, and there was a huge bloody bear down in the bushes, so I think it was probably the same one, and there was a little baby one as well, but luckily they were a good 100 feet down the trail, and I think they just heard my footsteps or my trekking poles and promptly ran away. So I don't know what I'd done if they'd jumped up on the trail at me, but shat my pants is the first thing that springs to mind. So that's it really. We've got another 50, 60, so we've got about another 100 miles and we are finally out of bloody California. Over 4 months on the trail and we're still in the first state. Now we get into Oregon, which I think is about 400 or 500 miles long, which hopefully means about 20 days or less if we push it, but around about 20, something like that. And then it's the final state of Washington. The other big thing about crossing the Oregon border as well is we get down into triple digits. So instead of being in the thousands, we'll be down in the 900s. So hopefully that's going to be a big morale booster to get down into triple figures. You can see finally sort of making some sort of progress. That's it. Pocket, say goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching the vlog.
So that was for the blog?
Yep.